My biggest takeaways from Mark Douglas's How to Trade Like a Professional Trader, Part 1. I have been trading now for a little bit over 4 to 5 months, and I spent all of that time. Well, the first month I really just studied what candlestick patterns were because I had no idea. And then I spent 3 months on a demo account, and as I said, if I could do 3 consecutive months on a demo account in profit, then I would go to get funding. So when I tell you that these videos were sent to me like exactly on time because I was in my head about what I was doing, something shifted in me as soon as I started a funding challenge, that it was no longer this carefree, no stakes on the line kind of trades. And I lost a little bit of essence that I had, and excitement and joy and fun for the charts that I had, because now I felt like there was pressure almost added. So these videos came to me like, girl, exactly at the right time that I needed it. The first thing is, wow, what traders used to have to go through, what they used to have to go through just to make a trade is unbelievable. The access that every single person has now by a click of the mouse is absolutely astonishing. The way they paved the road for trading and the evolution of trades is so incredible. So bravo, that was my number one thing that I was like, damn, that's wild. The next thing is that anyone can trade. Anyone can trade. There is no skill to trading. Anyone can just walk up to the program and click the mouse, and it could be a winner or it could be a loser. It takes nothing to be able to place the trade. But you don't only want to place the trade, but you want to get in profit every single time, and not trade by trade by trade, but in a span of however you're calculating it, every 20 trades. You want to make sure that you are profiting at the end of the day. But to make a trade, to place a trade, anyone can do that. And actually, when you're first starting out, when you place those first few trades, when you don't really have an agenda yet or a strategy, or you haven't studied intensely, you're more than likely so carefree because you're not attached to the outcome that you would be a better trader, which is insane, but something I really needed to hear. He uses a good metaphor in the video and uses basketball in the video as like a trader. When you have a professional basketball player and they go to the free throw line and they're throwing, they should be able to make that shot. Nothing about that shot is different that they haven't practiced their entire lives. Same thing with trades. When you go to the charts to make that trade, if all of your confluences match, then what is it that makes the trade go south? What is it about that basketball player that he misses the shot time and time again? When in practice, maybe he was doing it, or throughout his career, he has a really good free throw point average. Point average, does that make sense? And what is it? It's all psychology. It's literally all about mindset and psychology. And I'm so happy that now in my training journey, I am at a place where I am focusing more on that versus the charts, because I feel like that's what I've basically been focused on this whole time, figuring out my pattern, my strategy, my edge, and going forth with that. And now I'm diving a little bit more into the psychology and the mindset of becoming a professional trader. You always want to... He touches briefly on the video of an internal and external version of himself. And Mark Douglas, I mean, as he openly admits, has lost so much and has gained so much and has climbed his way back from so many losses and defeats, and how he had to reconcile the relationship between his internal and external self. And that's something that I've really explored a lot in general in my past, in my work of self. And it was just a gentle reminder as well of closing that gap of your internal and external self so that you could be present in the moment. And I just love that in the video. It was one of my favorite parts. And my last big aha moment from part 1 in How to Trade Like a Professional Trader, he said, the goal, I want to get this right. The goal is to evolve beyond the typical mindset. To evolve beyond the typical mindset. to separate yourself from the pack, to evolve. And that really is like a goal in general. Since I heard it so perfectly phrased, that will become just a new goal for me, is to evolve past my mind yesterday, last year, 2 years ago, and keep evolving, keep growing. So I really love that, to evolve past a typical mindset. I've just finished watching part 2, and I had so many notes from part 2 because he really dives in. This is the 4-part series, and I am expanding my knowledge and my being like every single day that I focus on trading, which is so wild because I didn't take the seriousness of it, of how I would change with trading. But I will say trading can be a super lonely journey because I find it so exciting and so amazing, but I found that there's not a lot of people that I can talk to about that, because when I start talking about trading to people, they're just like, yeah, okay. And I refuse to share my joy, my overall excitement with people that don't match that energy. So it is a very lonely journey. And yeah, you could watch a lot of videos and you could follow people and you could see what they're doing. But at the end of the day, when you sit down in front of the charts and you're ready to place a trade, or when you're learning, or when you're just here watching it, or you're dealing with mindset, it's really a you versus you, and it can be extremely lonely. So I'm just super excited that I'm watching these videos now. Again, they came kind of at the perfect pivotal time for me because I just started the real account, and real money's on the line, and a real challenge is ahead of me. And I was living in sort of doubt because a couple of trades shook me to my core. But yeah, I'm just here doing my thing. Thank you so much if you're following my journey, or if you are trading yourself, congratulations. And yeah, happy trading.